So as we take this God breath, we breathe. And knowing right where we are, God is. Take this God breath, and as we breathe into the light of God. As we go into this meditation, my name is Reverend Dr. Renee Hart. I am an independent minister. I'm a licensed practitioner for Center for Spiritual Living in Redlands. And today is September the 2nd on this Wednesday. So we're going to go into meditation. So take this God breath and breathe. Moving your head from side to side. Relax comfortably in your chair. See the candle, which is the light candle, represents God's Spirit, represents grace. So allow grace to move through you as you today. Feel the heart space. Breathing in. Knowing God is on our ears. Light, love. Breathe. Take that breath and breathe. Take that breath and breathe. And knowing God is all with us. Take that breath and breathe. Breathe again. Take that breath and breathe. And knowing God is all that there is. Love is all there is. Take that breath and breathe. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. And that life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. And that life is my life now. As we take this breath, we breathe and bringing our awareness back into this space, into your space. Moving your heads from side to side, fully conscious of where you are. Take that God breath and breathe. Feel the heart space. And so it is. and namaste. There's a song that I would like to sing. It's been in my spirit, and so I would like to sing it as I've been studying the book Beyond Positive Thinking by Dr. Robert Anthony, and it's Victory. Victory shall be mine. I know you all know it's an old song, and it goes something like, victory, victory shall be mine. I know victory, victory shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battles, victory, victory shall be mine. Victory, victory shall be mine. I know victory, victory shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battles, victory, victory shall be mine. Peace, peace, peace shall be mine. I know peace, peace shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battle, peace, peace shall be mine. Love, love, love shall be mine. I know love, love shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the Lord have battle, love, love shall be mine. Joy, joy shall be mine. I know joy, joy shall be mine. If I hold my peace, let joy move through me. I say yes, yes, it's mine. Joy, joy shall be mine. Joy, joy shall be mine. If I hold my peace, let the love show up. I'm grateful, I'm so grateful now. Victory, victory shall be mine. I know victory, victory shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battles, victory, victory shall be mine. One more time. Victory, victory shall be mine. I know love, love shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let God do the rest, I believe it will happen now. I believe it will happen now. I believe it is happening right now. All right, let's get started with this Wednesday service. And so we're going to do this Wednesday talk. It's going to be September the 2nd. And so it's going to be a really good talk. It's coming from Beyond Positive Thinking, Dr. Robert Anthony. And I don't know if you can see this or not. Let's turn it this way. Maybe you can. And so this is what we're going to be talking about the month of September. And so let's just go in and just take that breath, and we're going to breathe and knowing right where we are, God is. Knowing God's Spirit is moving in us and through us and all around us as I speak. Knowing this day, September the 2nd, is a beautiful day today. Knowing all is well, all is in divine right order. We bless this service. We know that it's good. We know that it's perfect. And we will say, and so it is. Amen. Yes, all is well. And so, like I said, we're going to be talking about Beyond Positive Thinking by Robert Anthony. And we're talking about positive thinking. So I wrote down a lot of little things that came up for me. So I'll be sharing these things with you. So if you can, get your pencil and paper so you can jot down your own things that something may resonate with you that you may want to relook at it, revisit it. Because we talked about last week about dusting the stuff off your shelf, things that no longer serve you, moving to the positive thinking, positive reaction, and all that good stuff. So here we go. I'm so excited to be here today. So let's start by the point of making last chance being with understanding the difference between positive thinking, negative thinking, and reality is based thinking. So let's start with this point. Okay, it says, with the understanding the difference between positive thinking, negative thinking, and reality-based thinking. See, positive thinking and negative thinking are based on our personal mind. Reality-based thinking is based on nature, law of the universe. The law are unchangeable and is different and impersonal. You see, they are working hand by hand. So it has to have both, you see. It says, even race, religion, it does not matter. They all work together. Understand or even misunderstanding of how these laws work depends on how they affect our lives. When we understand them and cooperate with them, our lives can become manifest in a powerful way. You see, what we think comes into our reality. One of the fundamental laws of the universe is the law of cause and effect. The effect, cause and effect, simply means that the effect of our results of an action must be equal to the cause. Let's write that down. Let's do this again. One of the fundamentals of the law of the universe is the law of cause and effect. Cause and effect simply means that the effect or result of any actions must be equal to the cause. The cause is always an ideal or belief. The law of cause and effect is the example of showing and repeating or acting or reacting. Knowing this, our belief creates our results. So let's stop here for a minute. So what is talking about the law of cause and effect? Basically, it's saying what we're thinking, the ideal that we're thinking, that idea, well, it brings into that law of cause and effect. And the universe just says yes. You know, it just says yes. So no matter if you're saying that, you're reacting that same thing over and over again, it becomes more of a reality. So whatever you continue to repeat, it continues to be a reality for you. You see? So the law of cause and effect is example of showing and repeating or acting or reacting and knowing this of our belief creates our results. The law, cause and effect is impersonal. So it doesn't mean, oh, because I'm somebody this and I'm this and that, oh, it's not going to affect me. It's impersonal. It affects everyone in the universe. It says, think about if your life is like a river. The river keeps flowing. Some people go down to the river to be happy, to find healing, to go with family, and all that. But at the same token, guess what? The river keeps flowing. No matter who, what goes to where of that river, of that ocean, it just keep moving. You see, we live in an impersonal universe that can support us or as understanding of how it works. That determines our effects and our results. We can only receive from the rivers of life what our mind is capable of accepting. Let's stop here for a minute. So that river of life, the living water, is there for us. But it's only what you're capable in your mind to receive that you're able to have. We can go to the rivers with a teaspoon or a cup or whatever you choose, knowing that abundance of that river is always there and waiting for our consciousness, our ideals, our spirit that knows this river is an ever-flowing river. You see, it's an abundance and an overflow. You see, so it's not like it's going to stop. It continues to move. It only stops when you choose to stop. You see, when you say you have enough, then it's enough. So when we come to the river of life through our consciousness, our life's experience have led us to believe certain things about ourselves, whether they're beliefs of true or not. Once we have accepted that ideal, there's nothing that we can do to stop it unless we change the ideal of any lack or limitation that can stop it. That's the only thing that can stop it. You see, it's first by changing that ideal, changing the concept of it, you see. And as we change that limitation to that abundant overflow. No matter what's going on in the world today, you see, stuff is happening every single minute, every single second of the day. But I choose to move through it in that river of the living water. I choose to go through it with ease and grace, with that abundant overflow. You can be right in the midst of something that's going on. But right in the midst of it, guess what? You can find peace. That's what you call that consciousness, that river that flows, that conscious, that's God, that's spirit, that's grace. That's moving through you as you. Let's take a break and breathe. But we can change our minds if we plant a seed. It is a good seed. And say, for instance, you want to plant a tomato and you doing everything to plant this tomato. But all of a sudden you choose, I want a cucumber. I changed my mind. I want a cucumber. But yet, that ideal, that plant that you set forth with that tomato is still growing a tomato. You can't make a cucumber out of a tomato. So by changing your idea, you got to change that consciousness. You got to change that spirit within you. And then that ideal. And then dig up those seeds. And then, you know how you do your grounds and you take care of it. And then you start planting this good soil. Then put it on a good soil, good foundation, where there's no lack or limitations. You see? So let's just take a breath and we're going to breathe. It says breaking through mistakes, beliefs. The fact of the matter is that we can only be successful to the degree we're willing to believe, accept, feel, or experience. Sometimes you may say, I failed at this. I wasn't good at this. And you continue to repeat what you wasn't good at. Guess what? You putting that into the law of cause and effect. Well, that didn't work, but guess what? I'm open to that overflow. And so whatever is for me will be for me. Rather than I failed at this, I failed at that. I did okay with something else. Oh, that just wasn't for me. And so all of it does keep bringing things to you just like that. You see? But when you're saying, yes, I failed. Yes, I got up. Yes, I learned a valuable lesson. And guess what? I'm moving on. But I thank God for the lesson. But I continue to move and grow. So whether it's for me or not, I know whatever's for my highest and best good, it will be so for me. So I always pray for something, this or something better. So I may ask for a specific something, but if it's something else is even better that God is wanting for me, the universe, the law of cause and effect wants for me, I just receive it. I don't say no to it. I say yes. Yes. So think about this for a moment. How many times you have said to yourself, oh, I didn't do this well. Oh, I don't like doing this because, oh, I failed at this point. And then what did you do? Did you pick up the pieces? Move on? What did you do? See, those seeds are still planted. So let's think about those seeds that you planted. So then you can dig up that root. Because guess what? You are good enough. That may not be for you. And it's okay. But keep moving and give thanks for that experience. You see? Don't get mad at yourself. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't blame yourself for any of it. I tried. It didn't work out because it wasn't in my highest good. Something else is out there for me. And I'm open to that overflow. And when we're open to that overflow, God just says yes. The universal law just says yes. Law, cause, and effect just says yes. And let's breathe. And so often, because of the unconscious limitations of our mind, sometimes if we think about it, even knowing that whatever errors there may have been in our life, those are life lessons that we just grow and we move through with ease and grace. Not blaming yourself for learning. You give thanks for it, and then you move on. So when you're afraid of something, you run to it. You feel challenged about something, you move through it. You see, sometimes I believe when you're fear of doing something, that may be the perfect thing for you. As we let go of the fear, the unknown, and we move with ease and grace and allow God's Spirit to move through us as us, And when those fears creep up, we can say, guess what? I know God is with me because God's Spirit is within me. I know grace is all around me. So I'm going to walk by faith, you see. So sometimes it's good to face your fears. So let's jot down for a moment, just for a moment. Let's think about some of the things that you may be afraid of, that you wanted to do back in the days, but you was kind of afraid to do it for whatever reasons. So step beyond the comfort zone. In fact, if you think about everything you desire in your life right now is just outside of your comfort zone, is it? And the only way you will be willing to get it is through the experience of it. So basically what I'm saying to you is this: if there's something right now in your life that you want, but you have to step out of your comfort zone to obtain that, if you're listening to this, then it's time for you to step out of that comfort zone. Shake it off, right? And move away from that comfort zone and move into that expecting your good. So the only way you will ever have it is go through that experience. Step out of the comfort zone and be willing to live in the uncertainty, the truth that is invisible to us in this moment, because we cannot change what we cannot see or what we will not acknowledge. Interesting. So we cannot change that what we cannot see, or not that we acknowledge it. So if you don't acknowledge it, if you don't see it, then no change is there. So it's about absolute truth about who we are and the relationship you have with that living water, with that river, with that life. Knowing this truth sets you free. Always seek to know the truth about any situation in which you are present right now. Look beyond the present situation, the belief system. So let's look beyond that belief system. And it is saying, what is the truth about what you believe? It's not something that was taught, something that you read. What is truly your true belief system? So let's just get out the way of self for a minute and let's go deeper. Certainly yourself is true self, and is willing to reveal it to you at any time you're ready to receive it. You can hear it, you can see it, you can feel it. When you're ready to act upon that truth, your life will immediately change because you are in alignment with reality. You are having gone beyond the positive thinking. Begin awakening is knowing we create our own reality. More importantly, they have thoughts, use that which we are responsible for. How we feel about things. What is happening in our lives. The law of attraction. Everything comes to us by the law likes law, attracts like law. This is called the law of attraction. The law of attraction likes all nature law. It works when you want it to and when you don't want it to. Okay? And the true of reality of it all is the law as real as the law of gravity. The law of gravity works to keep ourselves from floating off into space. Also, the mind attracts whatever is familiar to itself. Since we are attracting what we are focusing on, it makes good sense to become aware of the consciousness, your thoughts, your patterns that controls your life. So the subconscious mind is to follow the instrument of the conscious mind. It does this by proving this over and over again through the conscious mind, telling it is true. Our words is power. So, in other words, the job of the subconscious mind is to provide the conscious mind is always right. So the conscious mind is always right. Your conscious does not change your reality of the world around you. It just filters the information that you present in order to support its belief, or the picture that you hold in your mind. It is done unto you as you believe, not as you want, but as you believe. This means that when you put an ideal out there into the universe, people, place, thing comes into your life to fulfill that ideal. And when we think we are actually causing things to happen, understand life works. Understand it is your life now. Because you have accepted a false belief, if you have, that kept you from living in your full potential. So anything that's a lack of limitations that keeps you from living your full potentials, then it's time for you to look within, now outside of yourself. We need to remember that change must be the change within ourselves, not outside of ourselves. You see? So the only way we can truly heal the world is to heal ourselves. So when we always talk about, I want to heal the world, I'm going to help, and I'm going to do this, it first starts with you. In order for you to want to heal the world, to help the world, you must heal yourself. Through the law of attraction, we consciously or unconsciously attract anything and everything that comes to our lives, whatever it is. The universe just says yes. So start at this point of changing and acknowledging that what you are thinking. Acknowledge your thoughts, acknowledge your beliefs, because it drives your experience to your manifestation. So if you want a new experience, you have to challenge your current belief system. If your ego is threatened, whatever we want, something new in our lives, we must let go of an old belief that stands between where we are now and where we want to be. And when we open and understand it into a new vibration in our life, it works hand in hand. It works together. So when you're afraid of something, continue to move, continue to believe. You know, if your ego's in the way, let's put the ego to the side for a minute and say, really, what am I feeling? So each one of us has a built-in guide system in our inner selves. Wisdom is always trying to guide you. It is your connection with the depths of intelligence behind life. In order to trust your true self is wisdom. It helps to understand the source of wisdom and how it works and how you connect to your higher self. Watch your thoughts. Your thoughts become things, and things become your reality. So I will leave with you today as one thing. If there's a belief that's causing these reactions that you don't want, take a deep look at it so that you can change their belief system, so that you can change your life. And remember, you can't help your brother, your sister, nobody, anyone else unless you help you. You must first start with you in order to be able to help the world. So it's about going beyond positive thinking. Because we can think positive all day long. But truly, what is the core concept of what we truly believe in? That's what's going to make a difference. That is what's going to cause the law, cause and effect, movement into our lives. And like I said, we can't change outside. We can only change within. And so as we move within, as we work on ourselves, then we can move into the world. And the world can see our reflection of love, harmony, balance. And so if you feel a little off balance, let's go into meditation. Let's find out what it is that you need to be balanced with. So then you can be fully grounded in truth, fully grounded in what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and knowing it to be truth. Because like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's still going on right now as I speak. And I know there's a lot of fear around all this stuff. But you can make a choice. Send the highest love and light healing energy to the universe, to every single person. But first send it to yourself. Heal yourself from it. And when that fear pick up and you're like, oh, I'm feeling this fear, it's okay to acknowledge the fear. It's okay to acknowledge it. Let's see where the fear comes from. And then you can move with ease and grace. You can move with ease and grace. Send love and light energy to your families. To the world, to the animals. We attend Center for Spiritual Living in Redlands, and today is a brand new day, and it's time for giving. And so if we have been an encouragement to you, please donate something. It doesn't matter. If it's 5, 10, it doesn't matter. Whatever you choose to give, or it's 100, 1,000, we're open to the overflow to keep our center moving and being a beneficial presence for the world today. So hit the button, and we're knowing that all is well. All is in divine right order. It's all about the law of circulation. As you give, it comes back full circle. And if you don't have money, let's give talent. Let's give whatever you have. Whatever you do give, it comes back full circle. Namaste, and God bless. In conclusion, I know that for you, that you are loved. You are appreciated. So let's step into your truth. If there's some things that you need to be balanced with, let's get ready. Balance it. Take it off. It may be easier said than done. Let's start with fear. Whatever you fear of, let's work with that fear. Where did that fear come from? And if it's something that you need to know it. Protect yourself. I'm not saying just go blind, just okay. No, do things that's going to help the world and protecting yourself also. You see? Send yourself the love and light energy all around you. I am protected with this light of God. I am protected with the essence of God's Spirit that's moving in me, through me, and all around me in this very, very moment. And so as we take this breath, we breathe and we give thanks for this meditation of this beautiful talk today, meditations from the heart of this talk. And we're knowing all is well. We're knowing that this talk resonated with you. We bless you. We know that all is well. All is in divine right order in this very moment. So I give thanks for it all. I give thanks for you being on. I give thanks for God's Spirit that's within us. I give thanks for it all. And so it is. Amen. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. This one little song that says, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Sing it with me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Namaste.